A huge match with some big money on the line was announced in this episode of Lucha Underground. Welcome back, everyone. This is Jason. This video is going to be doing my review of Lucha Underground episode number 6. Uh, Man, what a wild show. I'm going to go over some of the main points of it. It starts out with showing Big Rick signing a contract with Dario Guedo in his office, um, making him, a big money star in Lucha Underground, signing this contract. And they toast, they share a drink, lighting up cigars. So yeah, it's a big moment for Big Rick. And then we get into the first match, and first of all, it starts out with Son of Havoc in the ring with Ivelisse, and they are just pissed. Uh, they're upset with how they've been treated since they've showed up, and they want some real competition. Son of Havoc complains, that he's had to wrestle, a man half his size, meaning uh, Mascarita, uh, and then also talk about how he had to wrestle a woman, sexy star, and so he wants some real competition. Well, he got it in the form of Pimpinella Escarada. This is something certainly new to this show. A new character to come out and wrestle. Um, it's something new that I'm learning about this culture, this wrestling style. Um, Down south of the border, there's a group of wrestlers called Exoticos, I believe. Um, Certainly more. Uh, they're different. Some are very flamboyant, like Pimpinella came out. Reminded me of something out of Rocky Horror Picture Show, only a little more manly, obviously. Uh, and wow, just a crazy fun match. I mean, when Pimpinella came out to the ring, my first thought was, man, this dude dances better than Fandango in the ring. Seriously. um, and they made, just another compliment to Matt Stryker and um, Vampiro. They referenced how long Pimpinella had been around with this style of wrestling. Referenced back of how the inspiration for this was back in the early days of wrestling with Gorgeous George, and then listed some other names. Adrian Street from the 80s, all the way up to, he mentioned The Miz. Now, obviously, The Miz is not as feminine, but obviously has that kind of charisma, that show off charisma. I thought that was funny. I was like, The Miz? I'd love to hear his reaction from that. I haven't heard anything. I don't know if anybody from the WWE is paying any attention to this. I know Jericho's complimented it. I know that much. Within the last week, he's mentioned something that he loves this show. Uh, and I don't think that's going to hurt him at all, as far as his relationship with the WWE. But nonetheless, I thought that was funny. So yeah, and of course, Ivelisse gets her claws on Pimpinella throughout the match here and there, wearing him down. And finally, out comes Mascarita and chases her away. And Pimpinella's finisher was a combo kiss and roll up, and won the match. It was so funny. So yeah, I'm sure we're gonna see more of Pimpinella in the future, and maybe a few like him. Excuse me. Uh, oh, and there was a reference to my state, Wisconsin, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. Matt Stryker said something to the effect of, "I doubt there's any people like Pimpinella in Wisconsin," and then said something else. I missed it. Um, let me tell you, I grew up in Milwaukee, not far from where I am now, and just just go downtown Milwaukee. You'll see plenty of people walking around like Pimpinella. Trust me. there's some there's some different people down there. Not cutting on them, just saying they're different. Uh, so yeah, that was fun to watch. Very entertaining. Then we see a backstage segment where Johnny Mundo attacks Dario Cueto, Dario Cueto, and threatening him, roughing him up, and takes the keys to his office as like an insurance policy, something to that effect. Next, we see this is just a squash match. This match was no longer, not even 2 minutes long. A new guy we saw, Famous B, against Mil Muertes, coming out with Katrina. Well, Mil Muertes made uh, just made dog meat out of him totally, and of course Katrina ended it with the lick of death, which is once again it's creepy yet sexy. It is what it is. Uh, then they cut to a really great promo with Dragon, and I love the way they shoot these promos outside the ring. Man, they're so well done. There's a certain company I'm thinking of could really work on their promo work. They could take a tip from these guys. Let me tell you. Then we see the rematch between Drago and King Cuerno, and King Cuerno won. This was a great match, and King Cuerno ends the match by saying the hunt has just begun. So obviously we're gonna. I don't think this is gonna be the end of this rivalry. I think, has just begun. We'll probably see some more matches between these two. I'm not complaining. These two are great in the ring together. Then, certainly one of the biggest highlights of this episode, Johnny Mundo comes to the ring, and he demands that Dario Cueto come and pay up. Gives him to the count of 10. Well, in the midst of the count of 10, a lot of stuff happens. First, Big Rick comes out and tells him to shut up, and Johnny Mundo makes sure he does shut up. Dives out of the ring, pounds the crap out of him, gets back in the ring, keeps counting down. Then Conan shows up out of the blue and tells him that that 100 grand that Johnny Mundo is complaining about belongs to Prince Puma, and that you should pay him up, and that also that Prince Puma is no longer going to have Johnny Mundo's back. So that was interesting. Conan coming out to a mixture of cheers and boos. Obviously, people knowing his reputation in the business, and as he's talking, then Big Rick gets back in the ring, attacks Johnny Mundo. Prince Puma shows up, drop kicks Ezekiel. Big Rick. I'm sorry. Does a springboard drop kick onto Big Rick. Say that 10 times real fast. And they proceed to get Big Rick out of the ring, and then Prince Puma stares down Johnny Mundo and ends up attacking him. And they're brawling, and all this chaos, and people are coming out from the back, like a dozen guys trying to pry these two apart, uh, quite unsuccessfully, I might add. And all of a sudden, Cueto comes out of his office, and he's like, okay, okay. It's like, boo. And he announces oh, I had to rewatch this, and I had forgotten this, so I'm glad I rewatched it. He says that $100,000 bonus that Big Rick was supposed to automatically get, he's not just going to automatically get. He has to earn it. And so, right after he signs the big contract with Big Rick, he's already screwing him. So it's like, you can't trust Dario Cueto. You just can't. So that was funny to see. And he announces for the next episode, number 7, is going to be a 3-way $100,000 ladder match between Big Rick, Prince Puma, and Johnny Mundo. That is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to see that. It's going to be great. And last but not least, we have a match between Sexy Star and Phoenix versus Chavo Guerrero and Pentagon Jr. And just a tremendous match. Very entertaining. Phoenix and Sexy Star win, and man, I can't say enough about Sexy Star. Watching her reminds me a lot of the style of Lita back when she was flying around in a WWF ring years ago. There haven't been many since like her with that lucha style, that extreme style, and Sexy Star certainly does have it. I mean, there have been some, but I don't think they do it quite as well as she does. And let me tell you, this Sexy Star can go toe-to-toe with any of the divas and kick their ass. And Phoenix, man, just a breath of fresh air in the ring. Reminds me of, and I know I've said this before, but reminds me of the old Rey Mysterio, the old WCW matches and stuff. And obviously, this rivalry is not over because it looks like some people are going to be coming after Chavo Guerrero for his actions, over the last few weeks, attacking Sexy Star and amongst others. So, just a great episode. I love it. It's so much fun. And I have a blast reviewing this because I can't find anything wrong with these shows. I honestly can't. I love them that much. Week by week, it's fan base is growing by thousands. They're up to over 115,000 fans on Facebook. Man, it's word of mouth. It's becoming viral. People are really wanting to see this and finding any way possible. So it's out there. You just gotta look for it. If you don't have the channel, that is. So yeah, that's it for this one. I can't wait to see that 3-way ladder match next week. Can't wait to talk about it after seeing it. So thanks for watching, guys, and that's it for this one. All right, check you later.